Good morning, buenos días a todos. How are you? Dear travel professionals, hi. We are so happy this morning because we have amazing news for you. I'm Natalie, your sales manager for Eastern Canada for Melia Hotels International. And this morning we have the pleasure and the honor of having our Associate Director of Sales for Paradisus, Playa del Carmen, Miss Mitzi Torres. Hola, Mitzi.
Hola a todos. Hi, how are you? Very excited to be here today.
It's a pleasure, and I'm very excited because when we have good news like this, and it's like a spirit going on, and it's like refreshing, and you are refreshing, so we cannot wait to see and hear all the news about the Paradisus Playa del Carmen, because at the end of the day, this is our #1 hotel now because it's now open and we are waiting for the clients. So just before we start, I just want to mention once more, you guys are live on Facebook. We are live in the Zoom link in the Melia Pro Travel community group. So you can, if you're listening in the Zoom link, you can write your comments and questions in the chat box. And if you're listening through Facebook Live, please write your comments and question on the Facebook Live. And at the end of the presentation, Mitzi and I will be happy to answer as many questions as we can, because I'm sure it's going to be a very productive session. So why we wait at the end? Because Mitzi's presentation is so complete that it might answer all the questions all at once. But at the end, if there's something special, we'll be happy to answer all questions. So I think, Mitzi, we're ready to take it away.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much for the invitation. I'm so happy to share with you the news. First of all, as Natalie said, we are open. We open on July the 1st. So we're very excited to be part and to be available for all your clients. And of course, you are invited as well to come and visit us. First of all, I would like to share a video of actually our event of opening. Well, so this is our video of a stay safe. And you know, we have our standards by Bureau Veritas, but of course, we have to make it real and happen at the hotel. So I'm going to show you now the video of the property.
And these two videos, by the way, are available in your Facebook private group for agents.
And here we are.
This is torture, Mitzi. You know that this hotel is a soft spot in my heart, so oof.
And this is what is most important about this is that we're not only open for business, but following all the procedures that need to be followed, not only by Meliá Hotels International, the Bureau Veritas, but also by the government legislation. So we actually are following every step of the journey. It is very important for us that our clients feel safe. They've traveled all along to come and visit us, so they actually can enjoy their holidays.
And have this always an amazing experience, despite all the measures.
Definitely. Okay, and now we're going to start with a presentation. So, Paradisus Playa del Carmen, we are located 45 minutes away from the airport. We are part of the Riviera Maya, and we are actually the first hotel that starts on the downtown area of Playa del Carmen. This is a property that, as some of you know, we used to be called Paradisus Playa del Carmen, La Perla and La Esmeralda, but with this reopening of the property, we have decided to merge both elements, and now we are only Paradisus Playa del Carmen. Something very important and very unique about this property is the swim-up suites that we have available for our guests. In total, we have 126 swim-ups available throughout the property. We have also 334 the reserved suites. So these suites, they will have the best view, the best location, and the best amenities for your clients. We opened a new water park last year, so this is perfect for the little ones, the medium ones, the big ones. Everyone is invited to come and visit us, and it's available for all ages and all clients. And we also have our spa that's available. We have cabins that are in front of the beach, inside of the spa, so there's always a corner for every guest to actually find their place and to enjoy Paradisus Playa del Carmen. We are only 0.8 miles away from the Gran Coyote Golf Course. This is an amenity when you book Paradisus Playa del Carmen. All of your guests will have access and will have the unlimited green fees available at Gran Coyote. What we only require is you have to pay for the mandatory golf cart, but transportation is included, and this is an amazing golf course that everyone loves and is very, very close by. Well, you have seen this photo on Natalie's background, and here's actually the map of the property. So we are divided into sections. We are divided in the north part of the hotel and the south part of the hotel. As I mentioned, we have in total 910 rooms. So even though it sounds like a big resort, it's not like that, because the way that this hotel is built, the way that it's distributed, you can actually you can easily walk from one side to the other without not even needing a golf cart, shuttle service, transportation, bicycle, anything. You can walk from your room to the restaurants, to the beach, very, very easy to walk around. And within this property, we have the two concepts of the reserve. The reserve, as you may remember, this was a concept that was available only at the hotels in Dominican Republic. Again, with this new reopening, we have decided to actually bring that concept to Playa del Carmen, and it's going to be available in all the Paradisus now in Mexico. So what happened is that, and I'm going to talk a little bit further when we move along the presentation of how it looks now the reserve, but it's basically you will have two areas. Our guests will book, those who are looking for special amenities and added values, they can book the reserve. And the reserve will have two separate areas. Areas that are for everyone and areas that are for adults only. So those that used to book La Perla, those that used to book Royal Service, now they can book the reserve and they will have all of this access available. We're talking about private swimming pool, private beach, private restaurant, everything just for adults, and also an area that would allow children on property. Well, we have 1 kilometer and more than 6 miles of almost private beach. We don't have any other hotel around us, nor even private condominiums. So basically it's like a private beach. And the concept of this resort, remember that Paradisus is our luxury all-inclusive brand as part of Maya Hotels International, but each Paradisus has their own identity. So when your client decides to visit all of these destinations, all of these properties, they will always receive the same quality of food and beverage, of service, but also each hotel is different in decor, different on how is the layout of the property, so they can actually enjoy and have a different view every time that they come and visit our resorts. This is our main eco hall or hotel entrance of the property. So what we wanted to show with this is, this picture is like entering your own universe. All of these black spots and the golden dots is like you're entering the galaxy, and the big lamp in the center is the sun. So you're entering your own universe. This is an eco hall. We call it eco hall because it's open air. So when you walk the first step on property, it's basically your own and mini house. It's very important to mention, as we saw it on the video, that every part of our customer journey is following the Stay Safe standards, meaning that when the client comes to the property, by the minute they leave the transportation, they will be taking temperature, they will be guided to use sanitized gel, they will also be passing through these carpets where they can clean their luggage, their shoes, following always the procedures. And again, as Natalie mentioned, we're following all of these steps, but without compromising the satisfaction of our clients. These are our main pools that are divided into two sections. And again, well, this photo, of course, shows the original layout. All of the valley beds, all of the sun beds, they are located with 2 meter distance or 6 feet apart. And of course, when you're traveling with your family, we will accommodate them with the needed sun beds and then dividing the rest of the family, so the rest of the guests with the 6 feet apart. So in our property, we have different room categories. This would be our standard room, that it's a Paradisus Junior Suite. This room comes with 1 king bed or 2 double beds. This is the core, and this is the other decor that we have. This room comes with only 1 king bed. As you know, well, bedding is subject to availability, but we always do our best to accommodate them. And if we do not have the double beds available, we will set up an extra bed. What we recommend when we're talking about large families of 2 adults and 3 children, we actually have these 2 great categories that can accommodate them perfect. It's a 1-bedroom suite. This room comes with 2 double beds and with a sofa bed. The area where the rooms are accommodated, you can actually divide it completely from the living room. So it gives perfect space for this family. And also we have the 1-bedroom master suite. This room comes with a king bed and again with a sofa bed. So it's perfect when you're either traveling with the parents or with the grandparents. We can also put these two rooms together as a 2-bedroom master suite. So in this case, you can host up to 6 adults and 4 children in 1 unit, or 6 adults if we're talking about a group of friends, a bachelor party that they want to come and stay all together. This is the perfect option, and it's available to book by any channel that you can find the property. And well, speaking about the reserve, as I mentioned at the beginning, well, this is a very excited new project. What happened is that we basically merged what used to be Royal Service and Family Concierge and have one attribute that is the premium attribute of Paradisus, that is the reserve. So now you will find all around the world, when you see a Paradisus, you will also find the reserve areas. So basically for those clients who are looking for a more private section of the hotel to spend their days, for these extra amenities, this extra care, definitely they have to book the reserve, because this is where they will find the personalized concierge service, private check-in and check-out areas. You have priority in regards of reservation for restaurants and activities. You have exclusive pool and exclusive beach area. You have the best rooms and the best location and the best views are part of the reserve inventory. So when you book in the reserve room, you're not booking for a building specifically. You will see different views and different room categories that they would be located throughout the property. but definitely you will have a private area for the check-in. And we have these sections that are available only for adults and also for everyone. So you will have a private pool, private restaurant, private bar, private beach, just for adults that have booked the reserve, and also an area for the reserve that they are coming with children as well. The swim-up rooms, this is why we are famous for here in the area and also in Melilla. So these rooms, as you can see, you're only 4 steps away from your room. You can swim up directly to the main swimming pool area and then from there to the swim-up bar. So basically you can wear your swimsuit your entire stay without any rush. This is one of the photos of the reserve area for the private check-in. This is where your butler will welcome you at the property. They will drive you through a golf cart to do just the check-in, and this is where you can find snacks and appetizers throughout their stay. We have a big renovation program last year, so all of the reserve rooms categories, they have now an upgraded look. This is how a standard the Reserve Paradisus Junior Suite would look like. These rooms comes again with 1 king bed or 2 double beds, and the room comes again with a sofa bed. This is our one-bedroom master suite the Reserve looks like. As you can see, the colors are more fresh, more vibrant. They go with nature and with the embrace your nature look that now we have as part of the Paradisus brand. These are exclusive areas for pool. This is a pool that allows people from all ages. And this would be now the area for adults only. Again, a check-in, check-out area, a lounge that they can spend their day if they want to be on the air conditioner, an area that they will find some snacks and appetizers throughout the day. And this is the reserved exclusively for adult swimming pool section. Well, something that we're also very proud in as part of the Paradisus standard is the quality and the variety of food and beverage that we have to offer at the property. In total, we have 14 restaurants and 16 bars available where we find a different combination of cuisines from all around the world. We have Sal, that is our new concept. This is the only restaurant that's not included and it's not part of the all-inclusive. It's a steak cave concept where adults can go there. There's actually a wide menu where you will find the prime cuts that they come from Australia, from Japan, from the US. So this is a very unique experience. So for those meat lovers, definitely this is the place to come. And with all of the restaurants that we have on our property, you will also find a wide variety from all around the world. We have Fuego, that is a Peruvian cuisine restaurant. We have Bento, that's an Italian trattoria. Bana, that's the Asian fusion, where we have a sushi section, teppanyaki tables, and an Asian cuisine area. That would be this. We also have the market that opens for lunch. That's an international menu, and during the night we open as an American barbecue. We also have the South Avenue bar. We have different areas where they can have a drink while they're waiting for the dinner reservation, like the Blue Agave, that the best margaritas you will find in here. The specialty is tequila and mezcal. We have a Red Lounge, that is the adults only, it would be like our nightclub. And this is all of the variety that we have on regards of food and beverage. Also, what we wanted to mention is that with this opening of the hotel and with the standards that the Bureau Veritas is setting up for us, we have modified all of the quorums of each restaurant to keep offering the variety, but also keeping the distance. So when you go to each restaurant, you can actually have the meal that you have expected. At this time, the buffets are not available at the property. What we're offering is a la carte menus all around the hotel. And also what we're working is with offering different options in every restaurant. So even though the concept of one restaurant would be maybe Italian, well, a couple of nights we would modify the menu so the clients, they will still have this variety that they have been looking for. On regards to activities that they include, not only the little ones, but also the big ones, we have the Kids Zone. Kids Zone, we usually allow children from 1 to 15 years old, We have a baby zone area that you allow to leave your baby from 1 to 4 years old. It's almost like a nursery. Then we have the kids zone from 5 to 12 and teen club from 13 to 17. Due to the new protocols, at this time, the kids zone facilities, let's say, they are closed. We're still offering activities for all ages, but now we have to move forward with these activities that they need to be keeping the distance, keeping the standards. So the facilities per se of kids zone, it's closed, where we're doing all of the activities outside, meaning we're doing sand castles, we're doing painting activities, we're doing activities that will involve knowing the property about what we're doing in regards to the ecology and all of the greenery and the ecotourism activities that we're offering on property. Also, as I mentioned, well, we have the water park that is open for all ages. Doesn't matter if you have booked a Paradisus standard room or at the resort, you have access to the water park. It's for all our clients. This is the facilities of the kids zone. At this time, they are not available, but this is how it would look like. And well, this is a sample of the activity that we have actually now ongoing. So basically, as you can see, it's a combination of fitness classes. We're also having our life enriching experiences that are these activities that would be from thinking outside the box. So we have, for example, a design your bag. Well, children and adults, they can come and create their own bag. We have the cocktail classes with our expert mixologists that are on property. We have fingerprinting. We have float fit, that this is something like the yoga, warrior yoga. So this is another activity that you can do with the children. And every night we have also activities that, again, we're not compromising what you have to do on property. What we're just doing is adapting the areas, adapting the locations. So you can actually go and have a party. We have a DJ, and then we have a silent party. Silent party is where you put your headphones, and you have 2 to 3 different DJs, each of them playing a different music. So you can choose in your headphones what DJ do you want to listen. So we have set up these specific areas for the families or the couples that are coming, 2 meters or 6 feet away from them. So you can actually have your own private dance floor. You can dance, you can have a drink, you can have a great time, but keeping the distance. We are also setting some of the shows on the main pool areas, so you can actually watch them from your balcony if you don't want to come downstairs. So it's always creating something that goes according to how we are living now and how we are going to operate, but without compromising any detail of your guest stay. Our spa is also available. It's a great spa. We have, as I mentioned, cabins that are located inside of the spa. We have them located also on the beach. And again, at this time, what we are offering is when you're having a manicure or pedicure with the new standards, we have this glass division, so you can actually have this treatment. We have the different massages that the spa has accommodated all of the cabins that, again, would have the distance that is required. Everything on property is sanitized daily. The carpets, every room. When you come to your room, and this is something very important that I forgot to mention, when a client is arriving to the property, we follow all the standards. You arrive, you go to your check-in area, but your room will be completely sanitized. You will find a sticker that will make sure that your room has been cleaned up, has been supervised, but has also been completely sanitized for you. Once your client has checked out, we will wait for 24 hours before housekeeping comes to the room again, clean it deeply, and then another 24 hours to assign the room again. So with all of these details that we're doing is to keep the environment safe for everyone, not only for the guests, but also for our employees, because at the end of the time, it's a little world where we are all sharing time, we are all sharing these spaces, so we have to take care of everyone that's on property. When you go to a restaurant, you will not find the usual tablecloth and the knives, the forks and spoons, and the glass. What you will see is that the tables will be completely clean. So once you go to the restaurant, you will find these sealed bags with your napkin and the forks, knives, all wrapped and sealed with another stamp that mentions that it's sanitized. So the bottle, there will be bottled water, everything will be served on premise. So this is very important because the idea is to avoid all kind of that you will come to a place that people they have walking around. So you will come to your table before you sit, they're sanitized. After you leave, the same thing. So we have to take care of every detail during your entire stay. And well, let's not forget about the romance department. Our staff is ready to welcome all the groups that you have. Remember that we can host weddings from just the bride and the groom up to 400 people, following all of these standards. Our romance department is certified in South Asian weddings, is certified with same-sex weddings. We have hosted Hindu, we have hosted Persian, we have hosted Jewish weddings, we have hosted symbolic, Mayan, everything that your client have in mind, we can host it on property. We have different locations that can include either the Gabi Club, we have the pool areas available, we have the beach section. So there's a corner and everything we will do it a la carte. We will do it following what you are expecting, and you will have our staff working with you and working with your client to make sure that they have a fantastic time with me. And well, that will be it from the presentation.
Wow, Mitzi. This is amazing. And we all know the hotel, but once you've seen it and you've experienced the Paradisus Playa del Carmen, it's impossible not to fall in love with the staff and the luxury, but it's a luxury yet with very warm and sincere atmosphere. So no wonder it's a huge love story between USA, Canada, and Mexico. So thank you so much for this amazing presentation.
No, you're more than welcome. And we're ready to welcome you. We have great offers. So Paradisus Playa del Carmen is here for you and your clients.
Good. Thank you so much. I have taken a few notes. We don't have a lot of questions, but the questions that we have are very important and very interesting for everybody to be on the same page. Because since the hotel opened last week, it's now ready, and we're waiting for your clients. So let's get to it right now. First, Angie. Hi, Angie. Angie's asking a very technical question, but important question. Once the client arrives to the main desk, the gate of the hotel, which lobby would it be? It depends on the room location?
Yes, correct. It depends on the room location. So basically, your client will arrive to Paradisus Playa del Carmen, and once they come to the main gate, depending on when the room has been assigned or if they have booked the reserve, that's where the main security will guide the transportation and lead them to the lobby that goes. Okay.
The other ones are just like something to specify from my part, but for everybody's benefit. For the restaurants, if we understood right, it's always available, unlimited, but with schedules because of the situation. But for the adults only option, it's the Fuego, correct?
That is correct. Fuego would be, well, we have two restaurants that would be for adults only. We have La Palapa, that would be for the adults that they have booked their reserve. This is part of the amenities and the service that they get. And we have also Fuego, that is for every adult of all the room categories. So you have two adults only options.
Okay, so Fuego for anybody that's 18 and up.
Correct.
And if you're booking at the reserve, you have the Fuego and you have the Palapa, which is the old Playa service restaurant.
That is correct.
Okay, good. And for the reserve clients, if they make reservations for Mole or any other restaurants, do they have priority for the reservations?
Yes, that is correct. All of our guests that have booked the reserve, they have priority in all restaurant reservations.
Okay, so far so good. And just to finish with the restaurants, the Sal restaurant, I believe it was the Martin Berasategui adults only option, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now it's how do you say? The contract is finished with this concept, and now it's Sal on any Paradisus.
Yes, that is correct. We used to have different restaurants that were part of Martin Berasategui, and now the concept is Sal, and it's also available in every Paradisus, and it's the only option that is not part of the all-inclusive.
Right. Okay. Continuing with my personal question, just to make things clear, when the clients check in, the procedure is very clear, but some hotels will have the Melia app to integrate the room key into the cell phone, and some other hotels, it would be integrated like a chip in the all-inclusive bracelet.
Yes, that is correct. So how it's happening right now is that our clients, they can either check in with the app for those that they have booked via Melia.com and Melia Pro. For the rest of the channels, it would be the same procedure that we have at this time. So we have these keys that there are proximity, and then we will be, soon in a couple of days, we will be receiving the bracelets that has the chip included. So every guest will have their key on their bracelets. Okay,
so no reason to lose the key.
Exactly.
Unless you lose your arm, but that's another story.
We don't cover that.
All right. And my other question is a very easy question, but you're so good at answering them. For the beach towels, because I believe that we want to avoid distributing the plastic cards and everything. So how will we work with the beach towels or the pool towels?
Okay, so how is it working right now is that in your room, you will find a full setup of towels per person, including the beach towel. So you will find them in your room, and when the housekeeping department comes and clean your bed, they will bring new towels.
Okay, so the client has to bring back his own towel to his room, and then the maid housekeeping will change the towels.
Yes, well, we still have these areas, these bins, that you can leave the towel that once it's been used, but your fresh new towel will be in your room.
Good, perfect. Okay, and let's see. I think I have other questions here. Mr. Paul is asking, in one of the suite photos, I saw an aquarium behind the headboard. Is that a real aquarium or a projection? I will let you answer that.
No, that's a projection. Would be lovely to have a real aquarium, but no, it's just a projection.
Okay, because we don't want clients working, feeding with the fish every day and stuff like that, right?
Imagine that you're sleeping and then you hear the fish picking up on the...
So it's a real fake fish tank?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so do we have something else here? I think I have another one, and I'm saving this for the last one. If you want to put out the picture where we see the whole complex with the indication where is the reserve, I would just like, please, if you can just specify when the agents are booking the reserve for a family or a reserve for a couple. You said that it was a specific location, so if it's possible for you to indicate us where is what is where.
Yes, of course. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we are. So this is the map. Are you able to see the map?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the main gate of the property would be here. This is the area where you can do the check-in for the reserved guests that they are bringing children with them. And this would be the area that the clients that are adults only would be checking in for the reserved section.
And the rooms would be close to that?
The rooms would actually be located all around the property, because remember that when you book the reserve, you book the best views and the best location. So if you have booked a swim-up room category, depending on what category you have booked, you can be all around this. If you book the reserve, you will also be assigned on the top floors when you have a better view of the property. The rooms that we have is, for example, the Paradisus Junior Suites. They are located on this corner and this corner. One-bedroom suites and one-bedroom masters are located around this building and around this building.
Okay, so the reserve has the new decoration that you showed us.
Exactly, that's a new decoration, and they can be located anywhere around the property, because when you're booking the reserve, you're not booking for a specific building, you're booking for these added amenities, and of course having the best views and the best categories for you.
Okay, so it's all about the concept as well.
Exactly.
Okay, and I believe that each pool, the reserve adult pool and the reserve for everybody pool are the two pools that are heated in the wintertime.
That is correct.
Okay, so that's a good selling feature right there, because there's a list of benefits and a list of amenities extra that are part of the reserve that justify the price difference. And I as you are professionals in what you do, it's important for us to mention all these things. I saw in one of your slides the activity for the reserve clients that is called glamping.
Yes. That is correct.
That is the best. One of my fancies, we had the glamping, so it's a mix of camping and glamour. So that's my kind of camping, and it was an amazing evening by the beach, and really interesting. So it's all about the details.
Definitely. And when the client is looking for the reserve area, it's basically, having this extra touch, extra care for our clients. The butler or concierge service will take care of every detail during their stay. They will, and I want to make this point. Part of the amenities that you receive as part of the reserve is that you have the small bathrobes, sleepers, and the bathroom amenities for the kids. Keep in mind that now with the standards that we have to go through, the bathrobes and sleepers, they're still available, but they are on request. So once you come to your room, everything would be clean and sanitized. So when you need a bathrobe, you will just ask for it and they will deliver to your room. Also, you have these extra amenities, and you have an espresso machine in the room. And again, the swim ups that I think is the best feature of all the reserve rooms.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We still have a few comments here. Very interesting, very productive session. Chad is saying that as of now, when he looks up the availabilities, we can still see some family concierge or royal service, but that is the reserve now. So I imagine in a few days, this will all be the reserve.
Yes, that is correct. As of July 30th, that would be the last day that you would see family concierge or royal service on our website. Right now, the clients that they have already arrived on property, they are now seeing all of the signage as the reserve. So the guests that we have now in-house, they are already the reserve guests.
Okay, so July is like the transition phase.
Exactly. So
okay.
This would happen at the end of July, and once the rest of the resorts open, the rest of the Paradisus, they will open now, and you will see it available at the reserve all around the Paradisus on Melia.com.
Perfect. And last but not least, always Angie. Angie, you're like a Columbo, or you have so many good questions. For the resort credit, since it's low season, how do we manage that as of now?
Well, the resort credit is still available. It's available for bookings until December 22nd. And we still have the different added values that you can apply towards upgrades, valley beds, food and beverage upgrades. So it's still available.
Okay, and we give the coupons upon arrival.
And you what, I'm sorry?
Well, now it's not coupons. It's going to be integrated into the cell phone of the client, since we don't share paper anymore.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so once the client check in, they will take advantage of their resort credit up until December 22nd.
Correct.
Great. So I see that Elizabeth is here. Hi, Elizabeth, our colleague from Quebec. Bonjour. And for my part, before I say goodbye and I say thank you to Mitzi, I just want a quick reminder of our world famous now Melia Pro Travel community, our famous private Facebook group. We are up and running with that, and we are doing improvements as of content. So anything you need, it is in the group, and I'm preparing some videos or Q&As in the future weeks to make sure that you guys benefit from this amazing tool that we have. I believe it's one of the most competitive and complete Facebook group as a hotelier in the market, if not the number one. So of course we will be in constant communication with Mitzi, and anything you need, please let us know. And I want to thank you all for your time. I know it's sunny and 30 degrees in Toronto and Montreal and everywhere in the U.S. So we appreciate your time, and we are recording this session, it will be posted in both groups. So I want to mention that. And as always, Mitzi, it's been an honor and a pleasure. Keep up the good work. And I'm sure that you'll be welcoming our clients with open arms and with all the safety. But don't forget, we want to have fun and we have to have a good time. And the gastronomy is still #1. So thank you so much, Mitzi.
And remember that we have discounts up to 50% discount available on Melia Pro and Melia.com. We have 2 kits free available traveling until December 22nd. We have great added values for those that are looking the reserve. So there's always a reason to book Paradisus Playa del Carmen, and we're ready to welcome your clients. You can remember to send a note to Natalie that your clients are coming so we can take care of them, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Natalie.
Well, thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Mitzi. Thank you to everybody. Have a great weekend because it's Thursday. And we'll keep in touch and see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Gracias.